Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, even though there will be a great home field advantage today, Coach told me before the game, he said these kind of matchups are always fun when he's going against a former Nick Saban assistant. As you know, they have a pretty famous text chain of guys who came up under Coach. They have some similarities, but they have some differences. What I do know, it's always a good game when these guys match up. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Ducks offense has the ball first today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sends it back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Hill. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured Duck. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Might be changing the route. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Firing to the right, complete. Makes a grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top, otherwise.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's two really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They're going to test the right side with this one. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll move the tight end. To throw, it's Hauser. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. It's a draw.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
action. Quick completion on the outbound. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Unleashes to the end zone. Picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Dante Moore. He rifles one deep to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. He'll try it again. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Moore. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The run inside. It's Hill. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Handoff to the lone back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Hauser. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. On the ground, it's Hill. Makes it past the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. Is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Hooks. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill.
Maybe a crease. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing more. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore throws to the back. It's caught. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point splits the uprights.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. He wants to change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Moore to throw. Makes the catch. It's hooked. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense.
He's going to let it go. Makes a deep grab. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Dante Moore. Pressure coming. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. And it's the Red Raiders looking to push their record to 7-0. When you do that, you essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now over to your game in Champaign. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Coach Bielema told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The run from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Offense facing fourth down.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He'll take it on the return. He's got great speed. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Moore. That's caught. It's Stewart. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Moore to the air. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Finds a man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Ducks are flying down the field. Moore with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing Moore. Now he's going to break the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
Moore from the gun on third down. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Turning it on. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion,
and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet, Kevin.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the inside. And he's knocked down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yard.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Hankins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Scanning the field is Hauser. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Clement. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, finding a line.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Finding some room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. More play action. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. and then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play and
quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Baylor Bears and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much to love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Arch is going to throw for it. That's caught. It smothers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defense.
Got a little grass. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. So difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Motion from the wideout. Arch Madness. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off for Brown. Across the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll run with Brown. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, That burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands, and the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
The Bears offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can... Motion from the back. To throw, Manning. The sure hands, it's Wingo. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go, ready.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Hart's going to spin it again. Pulls it in. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I think they found a matchup they like. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Arts to throw. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, here's Brown. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. And the Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. And he... They'll start on the ground with Brown. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Manning. Here comes the heat. Sets up the screen. Past the 40. Caught, and he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Longhorns will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Brown. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. down.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Right back to the well. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He might want another play. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Longhorn. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Pushed down for the tackle. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Morris. Coleman's got it on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. First down, right back to Brown. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Texas.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Manning to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's Texas A&M looking to deliver in a big way today to get to 8-2. I know those 2 hiccups did not sit well with this team. Hopefully now they can close out the season in style. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Gets the back moving. Here's Brown to begin the drive. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
On first down, it's Brown again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking downfield, it's Morris. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy one to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. 4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Running inside. It's Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up a screen for Coleman. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Morris. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but one. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll start on the ground with Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
So you're...
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over. Big lead in hand and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Brown running left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
To the air, it's Morris. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the... Here comes the Texas offense. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Sends it back in motion. A give to Brown. Picks up the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Brown again. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's Brown. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. To the air, it's Morris. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And they got it.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense is sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Here's a heat.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Man, did he find the sweet spot on that one, and just like that, punched them out of trouble. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Back to pass. It's Morris. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Again, it's Brown. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. He's going for it all. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort.